Welcome to the Craft Beer Connoisseurs. I'm Chris.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Brett. And our producer is Warren.
Oh, welcome back, Warren.
Yeah, hey Warren. We had him back for another episode.
Yeah, I think the first one went well.
Seems to be a theme.
Do you think the first one was good with Warren?
I think it was super. I was kind of like a little bit, in and out of it, but for the most part, I think
it's the best episode ever.
Oh my! How much did Warren pay?
Oh yeah, a little pat on the back.
Yeah, how much did Warren pay you?
A couple hundred.
All right. So, with that being said, actually, if he's paid you a couple hundred, you could probably afford new socks.
No, I'm not investing in new socks.
Okay, so we should give the money to your wife, who will then go buy you the socks so that you can wear them.
So everybody at home that
No,
doesn't
I don't
know,
think she will.
Chris has come with the most deplorable socks that we've ever did see.
Chris is spending too much money on glassware, not enough money on socks.
We're going to get into my sockwear right now?
I think,
really?
I think we have to.
Okay.
So we'll post a picture of what
will
of what Chris is showing up with.
Yeah, you'll see it on your own Instagram, Chris.
So hold on, let's tell the people the facts, right?
Right,
so
hit 'em with the
so
facts.
here's the facts. Like, I like everybody. I get a few holes in my socks, right? And
Okay.
I generally will wear them until they're absolutely unwearable. Okay,
And then some.
no,
That
so,
hole's the size of London.
yeah. So I'm getting there, right?
Yeah.
So usually the hole is on my sole. Okay, I rhymed there. There you go. And then one day I'm here recording the podcast, and I'm getting chirped on by you, Tyler, you, Brett, and whoever our producer was at the time. Can't recall. And
Because
there's
they were in a very rough state.
there's a couple inch size hole in the bottom of my sock.
That's being generous.
And so Tyler comes over and just tears it apart. Ripped it apart. So basically, you think of those mittens that have the finger cover that comes on and off. Like, that's my sock. It's covers my toes, but I can take it off. So I have pledged that I will wear this pair of socks with basically all 10 of my toes showing every time I come and record a podcast.
Now,
The bright side, though, is that you do have socks that are for both seasons, both summer and winter.
There you go.
so with that being said, I want to gift you. I want to gift you these socks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs as a token of the appreciation that we have for you and the socks in which you screwed up
Wow.
and that I put a hole in to make a point.
That's awesome.
So
Thank you.
maybe we should do a quick picture of the handoff of said socks. What do you think? Yeah?
I think that's needed for sure.
All right, let me hand.
This is not where I saw this going at all, but I like this.
This is a total surprise to me, but
This is a total surprise.
nice.
I knew a little bit, but not a whole lot about it.
Stand up for the picture, please.
Oh.
Let's.
I'm just going to be here.
There we go. All right. So now you have new socks that you can show up.
There you
and,
go. Some Quicksilver socks. These are nice. These will go in the wash tomorrow, and I will wear them next time we
Winter's
record.
special. He's going to wear all 5 of them. All 5 pairs.
Yeah, put on layers.
There we go. So we'll post those pictures on our Instagram.
I will say I'm still wearing these socks that I'm wearing every time I come here.
No, that's maybe we should just keep one pair here. Just
Yeah, there you
just
go.
to switch out. All right, Brett, get us going.
Yes. So, on January 27th, 2023, I know we're in 2023, weird. Blood Brothers Brewing out of Toronto and featured on our podcast, Season 1, Episode 15. If you've not listened to it, please go back and do. Held an Over the Tap Fest. Okay? That's
Yeah?
it. No, that's all I have. No,
Oh,
I'm
that's
kidding.
good.
So the description of the event was as followed. Dry January be damned. Outside of the box and over the top is the philosophy we subscribe to over here at Blood Brothers. Pardon me. Trying to read a little fast.
All right, go a little slower. You're all right.
Come celebrate the opening of our new space with 11 one-off collab beers, 15 guest taps, a carnival food feast, a DJ in each space, and commemorative glasses for all. So they partnered with 11 of our favorite breweries to make some truly crazy beers, and we'll get into that in a minute, for this momentous occasion, including a couple palate cleansers that we've strategically brewed to help find your balance. We even brewed 3 new beers to showcase at the party for a whopping total of 14 new brews for you to quaff.
Your cadence is
Right?
Super great.
We have also
Impeccable.
curated a selection of other choice palate cleansers to help keep the night going. Now, unfortunately, we were not able to make the event as a podcast. I might have tried to reach it, but I deleted the message, whatever. Anyway, besides the point, next year we'll go. I didn't
Like
get
you were
it.
afraid to send
I
it?
didn't get approval. Anyway, we need majority. Didn't have majority.
Send it to us. as a
Yeah,
group.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
However, the beers were made available for purchase on the website the day before the event. So, logic or habit, producer Warren was like, I'm going to go get an order. Because, why not? I also was like, I'm going to order too. So, two of us got orders.
Not together.
No. That would be rude of us.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, producer Warren, I still think dropped the ball. Brett, what do you think?
I think so.
Chris, what do you think?
I'll let you describe that in a second.
I mean, I didn't see the conversation firsthand, but I would say probably.
Oh,
right.
ball here, ground.
All right, so I think majority takes it.
Do you want to explain why he dropped the ball?
I don't. We've already got in.
We've beat that horse.
Yeah, she's gone. It was a wet horse blanket. You should
Oh
understand.
God! All right. Anyway, that's so 2 years ago. Anyway, so I'm going to provide a list of the 14 beers. So I'm going to start maybe with the first 4, and then we can kind of rotate through. Okay.
Did we say how many Warren bought out of the 14?
I believe it was 11.
11, yep.
Yeah.
I ended up buying 13.
Oh, fancy you.
And you know what? Kudos to
One
Warren
was sold it.
because one of these was obviously pre-planned for this episode.
Right.
So they say. I think that's always an after effect. I don't think it's actually predetermined.
I
think
also
it's
had a
just-
couple planned too, but
Yeah,
it just,
and you know
it is
what?
it is.
I didn't buy any, but I also had a couple planned. Let's just devalue the shite out
So
of it.
I'm going to start with the first one that was already sold out when I went on the website about 12:01 Eastern Standard Time, the day it was released,
Okay.
which was Sacrilege, which was a collab with Bellwoods. It was a dessert smoothie sour, so banana coconut cream pie.
I do enjoy Bellwoods.
So I'm assuming those, I haven't looked directly at the ratings on Untappd, but I'm assuming they're probably going to be pretty high.
Yep.
Number 2 is The World Meets Nobody Halfway. So this is a collab with Counterpoint, and it was, I shouldn't say it was, it is a triple East Coast IPA. Number 3 was the Bourbon Barrel Aged Banoffee, which was a dessert stout with chocolate, bananas, graham cracker, and toffee.
And that was not a collab, I guess.
No, it's not. And number 4 is the one that we're going to have on the episode today. It is the Pasture of the Spice. So it is a collab with Small Pony Barrel Works out of Ottawa, and it is a smoothie sour with Carolina Reapers, passion fruit, and dragon fruit.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking forward to that
I
one.
like that, yeah.
Producer Warren, maybe that's the reason why he provided it. It's because maybe he's not looking forward to it as much.
totally had
But
to
I'm
be.
thinking
Yeah,
it's
I think
going to be
so.
a 5 for him, for sure.
Do you want me to take on?
Yeah,
Okay,
go
I'll
ahead.
go from there. So we've got Butterbeans. Again, bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with brown butter and coffee. Not a collab. We've got the Creme de la Creme, which is a collab with Brewski, which is a smoothie sour with orange tangerine cream and vanilla. That sounds delicious. Right? No? Good.
Yeah.
We got YCH Cunning of Hand with YCH, which is double IPA dry hopped with YCH super top secret unreleased liquid extracts.
So who knows what's in
It's super top secret, Chris. Stop trying.
it? Is that what YCH stands for?
No,
The super
it is
secret
not
ingredients?
that. You know what YCH stands for? It's out of Washington, Yakima Chief Hops.
No.
No, you should know them. They're one of the largest
Yeah.
pop providers in the beer industry.
Oh, okay.
You silly goof.
Yakima Chief Hops in Canada. Boom. Look at that. Do some research.
Wow.
Wow.
Super
Oh my
top
god.
secret.
All right.
So you know what you
I've
should
got
do?
an
Do some
assignment
research.
today.
Do some research on that and socks. Okay.
Okay.
We got the socks going.
Yeah, socks. I'm good.
We got the crack, the crack was 90, which is a collab with Dominion City, which is a nitro dry stout. And then I'll pass the baton over to you.
Yeah, I guess that's me. Next one is Contains Nuts, which is a collab with Third Moon, and it's a peanut punch. The next one is Fresh Pow, which is a collab with Badlands, which is a double IPA with nectarine, rewaka, and freeze-dried mango, papaya, and pineapple. Then there's Hella, which is a collab with Barn Cat, which Warren loves, and it's a triple West Coast IPA with Citra hops.
Yep.
Shake Over Ice, which is a collab with Propeller, which is a Vietnamese coffee on nitro.
So that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
if you
would
guys
be.
realize this, but I have been
You've been to Vietnam?
to Vietnam.
I didn't know that. I
And
knew
then
you
he's-
were in the area.
And then he said, "Good morning."
Good morning, Vietnam.
yeah, no,
yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Just
yeah.
if you didn't know at home.
Yeah.
And just for people out there, Propeller is located in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, do some research. Jesus.
I just did. I knew that beforehand, but still. So speaking of number 13, you should really know this because
Yeah, the next one is the YCH Thrilled and Tested with YCH.
and what does YCH stand for?
I don't remember what you said. Something about hops. So it's a double IPA, dry hopped with YCH Mosaic, Citra, and Simcoe. And finally, there was Feast Your Eyes, which is a collab with Slake out in Prince Edward County, which is a sorbet actually, with guava, lemon, and lime sorbet gosa.
So
There you go.
YCH, Yakima Chief Hops.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'll just
Alrighty.
keep it to you to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've talked about what we got, which is the Pasture of the Spice. Now, producer Warren is a huge fan of spice, so we're hoping that Warren really does enjoy this one.
So when we say
Spice, not
spice,
Spice Girls. Spice.
well, yeah. When we say spice, we're talking about like heat,
yeah,
right? Yeah, like hot
so,
spice.
So
Okay.
normally producer Warren loves heat, right? Which is going to
Big
be
fan.
interesting here. So we'll see how that kind of goes. Hopefully, Warren, you enjoy this one. So the three of us, we enjoy a little bit of heat as well, but I don't think as much as Warren.
No.
I think
Like,
Warren probably
Warren's
said
very
it.
high on the Scoville scale, pardon me. We're maybe in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that totally. So, as previously mentioned, this beer was brewed in collaboration with Small Pony Barrel Works, which is in Canada, Ontario, and they are famous for their barrel-aged beer.
Yes.
Which makes sense based on their name.
Absolutely. So this beer comes in at 4%. So at least it's not nice and light in the alcohol content for you.
Yeah.
The IBUs are unlisted.
What's the Scoville scale or whatever?
Does not have it
Yeah.
on the can.
Do some research.
25,000.
It does contain sulfites, though. So just so you know. Anyway, on Tap, you can follow us at Craft Beer Connoisseurs. The overall rating for Pasture the Spice is 3.98 bottle caps out of 5 and a total of 32 check-ins at the time of recording. Obviously, when this drops, it might be a little bit higher.
There you go. All right, so we have already split this up into our little taster glasses.
Yes, we have.
Picture will also be along with the feet pictures. If you want to send $5, we can send you our Venmo or whatnot for those feet pictures that we'll have of Chris.
There will be a QR code of it. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But we have already pre-poured this. What are you guys seeing? A lot of
It looks like
Carbonation?
fruit juice.
no. I was just gonna say like there's a lot of sediment. There's a lot of
Yep.
It is
adjuncts.
thick. Yeah.
It's that smoothie, right? Like it's got a good consistency to it by the look of it. What about the smell?
So it smells kind of fruity, but then like you get that hint of spice on the back.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly how it's going to go down. You're going to get the fruit forward, and then that back end is just going to be a reaper.
Yeah, which will be all right. But and that's the thing is like Warren right now is saying like just like ramping up. Like he's excited for that
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of.
I'm surprised he hasn't drank it already.
No, well, we told him. Yeah, wait. Bud.
Do you
Like,
think this will be a slow sipper for Warren or just chug it right away?
I think we're probably seeing about 3 sips,
Yeah.
but because Warren likes spice, so it's fine.
Right.
I'm going to go 4 sips.
4 sips.
Anybody else? Chris?
Do you want to set the over under at 3? You guys just take
Yeah,
over.
I'll go over.
Okay.
All right, Warren. What about you? Warren says probably
FanDuel is minus
probably
180.
2. Gonna slam it down in 2.
He's a little bit. I mean, he controls
He's excited.
the amount that he can sip it, right?
He's
So,
excited. He's
yeah.
excited for sure.
Well, why don't we start sipping it and see how many it goes down in?
Cheers, gentlemen.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
God, that's so nice of you. What a great guy.
I do like that.
I think Warren will actually like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do agree.
It might not be enough spice for Warren.
All eyes
I
on
think it
Warren.
looks like to be enough spice.
Yeah, I'm sorry it's not as much. Like you probably wanted a bit more.
You know what? This actually, this basically to me tastes like I dropped some Frank's Red Hot in my grapefruit juice.
Yeah, and I put that on everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like kind of what we said on the nose. You get a lot of the fruit up front, and then there's spice in the back, but the spice flavor is not overtaking it. It's actually pretty complimentary.
And I feel like there's this understand like, oh, Carolina Reapers, oh, it's that bad. But like when you really get into, I don't know if you guys watch a lot of hot ones.
No.
I've watched a few.
On YouTube.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Check it out. But they do a good job of like, again, dealing with like hot and spicy wings and hot sauces and different kinds. This isn't bad. This is nice. I'm sort of worried. I know you expected more for you, but maybe you can get it ramped up a little bit more.
The spice is definitely selling there, but on the forefront,
It's not spice. It's heat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Heat.
Right, and it's not even like a lot of heat.
But almost as I said on the forefront, you do get that passion fruit, that dragon fruit, and then that Reaper is taking over in terms of just counterbalancing everything to actually what turns out to be a very, very nice beer. And this is the first kind of smoothie sour I've had with anything hot involved with it, because usually it's fruit. So I think they did quite a good job on it.
Yeah, so speaking of, maybe not speaking of, but let's get to the flavor profiles maybe on this one. So number 1 comes in at fruity. I would definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's got some good fruit to it. Yeah.
Number 2 is peppery. For me, this one I wouldn't put there. Like to me, that I kind of think of like black pepper when I think of that, and I get what people are saying, but I don't think I would put peppery.
I agree.
Number 3 is spicy, which definitely I would put there. That would be probably my number 2.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
Spicy heat.
Something
Anybody's
to that
eyes
effect,
watering
right?
currently?
No, are yours?
No, I got an eyelash stuck in my right eye,
Okay.
which closed my eye up. And I was trying to not pay attention to it, but like I got long eyelashes.
Because it looked like the spice was just like, oh my god, this is
No, my right eye, the eyelash curled in
All
on
right.
itself. Sorry.
Oh, good.
So the 4th one is tropical.
Yeah.
I think it does come off as tropical, definitely with the fruit flavor. And then number 5 is creamy.
Yeah, I think it's creamy. This is, and kind of going back to what you were saying, Brett, was like the smoothie portion of this. And I quite enjoy it. Like, I like how this is a smoothie because it does give you a bit of that tropical feel, but also hits you with a bit of spice at the end. So I don't know. I kind of look at, we had like a grilled pineapple and a little bit of heat at the end of it. Like just throw a little bit of that hot sauce on a grilled pineapple.
Yeah, sure.
I'd be interested to see if it wasn't a smoothie sour and just like a regular dry hop sour with the same
I
ingredients.
think you can only do it with a smoothie.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think this is great.
This is the only way to do it. So yeah, I might think of like thick in there as well because it is pretty thick, right?
Thick, mouthfeel.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
There you go. Thick with 2 C's, Warren's saying. So in terms of Untapped, we mentioned there's 30-something ratings so far. Why don't we check in on 2 of them?
Okay, so the first one's from Steve Cole, and his handle is desolipsistic. Okay. On February 3rd said, pretty killer. The spice builds slow, but it's clearly there. Juicy as juice. Had to pop some Pepsid after this, as it's typical with anything Small Pony makes. Good, but wow, they are sour. 3.75 out of 5.
So that's a good point. Like I might even say, going back to the flavor profiles, like acidic, because this is
It's very
pretty acidic.
Yep.
Yeah, the heartburn will get you.
Yeah. So the next one I got is from a beautiful individual. Their handle or their name is Tyler Demers or Demers. Handle Ty Demers on January 30th said, though this is really pushing the definition of beer, which we've talked about before in general, haha, it is really great. I haven't liked a sour this, probably like this in a while.
The heat must have got to him for the wording.
Yeah, I think so. Very thick and creamy smoothie texture. Big hit on tropical mango flavor. Leading into a peppery, spicy finish. Perfectly balanced. 4.75 out of 5. Chris, I implore you to tell us what you would give it.
Yeah, I can agree with that remark from our friend Tyler on Untapped that it is perfectly balanced. I think they did a really good job of balancing the fruit and the spice. I'm going to give this one a 4.25.
Okay. You know what? I couldn't have said it better myself, Chris.
Oh,
And
thank you.
Yeah, in all actual realistic things, I don't think I have anything to add. And the rating's going to be the same at a 4.25.
All right. I'm going to be a little bit different. And I'm going to give it a 4.5. Really well done. Good heat, good fruit, well balanced, nice texture. Well done. And that is going to be a 4 for producer Warren, actually.
Wow, that's surprising, actually.
You know what?
The spice.
I
He
think
wanted spice.
but I think that's the reason, right? Because if it was a little bit more hot, I feel like Warren would have probably increased the rating.
Yeah, that's true, because he does
Yeah.
love his spice.
And it was a little bit, like, it's not overpowering. And so
Yeah.
if it was a bit more, producer Warren would have probably given it a 4.5, 4.75, maybe even the 5.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Maybe
that would
even
have
a
been
6. Who knows?
push those boundaries. So overall, pretty easy math on this one. We're going 4.25 overall based on those ratings for us.
Very good. So we're going to let the heat simmer a little bit longer, and that's going to be it for today's producer special.
Thank you again for listening. Keep on listening. Every other Thursday as the Craft Beer Connoisseurs release a new episode, and on our off Thursdays for these very unique producer specials.
And remember, drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive.
So from all of us and producer Warren, I'm Tyler.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Chris.
And together, we're the Craft Beer Connoisseurs.